Good morning, kids. I hope all of you are fit and fine. In this session, today we will study the chapter called The Dream Catcher, where dreams float around. And the author name is Roald Dahl. Kids, do you remember any dream or a nightmare? Or why do people have dreams and nightmares? Just imagine about a big scary giant who is friendly and speaks different kind of language. Before reading the chapter, we will be knowing about the author Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl was famous for writing children's story. The uniqueness in him was he was a huge fan of chocolates. He loves chocolate. After every meal, he used to offer chocolates to his friends and family from a little red box. He had written Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in 1964, the BFG 1982, and Matilda 1988. Now let's discuss about the Dreamcatcher. From where it has been taken. This is an extract. This is just a small part. It has been taken from a novel called the BFG. And do you know what is the full form of BFG? Big Friendly Giant. It was published 1982. This BFG is a story about a giant who hunts and captures dream in a bottle. He blows this dream into children's ears while they are asleep. The BFG speaks in a gobble funk language, different kind of language, which is not fully English, but it was little bit similar to English. Like that includes words like hucky, mucky, messy, and delicious means delicious. One day, BFG meets an orphan called Sophie and saves her from 9 other fearsome giants who used to eat human beings. Kids, I am going to tell you right now the summary of this lesson. Okay, I have already shared the text with you in this video and also marked and underlined the word meanings and the hard word also. So everything I'll be telling you in the next video. Now let's start our summary. The story begins with the reader meeting Sophie, a young orphan girl who lies awake in her bed at the orphanage, unable to sleep. She feels uncertain about what could be outside her window. It is the dead of night. Curious about the world, at this dark hour, she peers out her window and spots a very tall and very black and very thin giant. As Sophie was a small girl, it took time to understand that it must be a giant person because she realized that he isn't a human. Understood? Sophie had seen the big friendly giant put the suitcase on the ground, and he opened the suitcase, took out several empty jars, and also set them ready on the ground, by opening its screw. As the giant was tall, so he simply stood up straight. He had a long net in his right hand. In the air, as the air was flowing in the sky, so in the air, sometimes he is visible, sometimes he is not visible, just because of his head was so tall. And one unique thing I am going to tell you, that his ear was very large, and the ear was simply waving gently to and fro, moving here and there, You know what happened to BFG after this? BFG was trying to catch something from air with the help of his net, and he was excited also. He called Sophie, a jar, a jar. Sophie understood and she gave the jar to him. Quickly, the giant took the jar and he put something into it. Then he told to screw it up, means to tightly close it. Understood? After closing the jar, the giant put his ear close to the jar to listen carefully what kind of sounds are coming from the jar. Then he whispered with a thrill in his voice. He said, "It's wings quiffler," means a wonderful dream here. As I already told you in the beginning, the giant used to speak in a different language which was not understood to us as he was not educated. Now, kids, I will request you to read the chapter carefully. This much you have to read only the first page, and here I am sharing you the character of a giant with a picture. You can see character traits of giant. He was friendly, clueless, funny, creative, uneducated, sensitive, fun to be around. So basically, he was a big friendly giant. He used to catch dream and blows them into children's room every night. He makes a lot of jokes, and he loves to be around. One of his favorite hobby is whiz popping.